but it's just so cute. I mean, like, come on. The booth has been open for 30 minutes and I'm just not there, but I don't think anybody else is either, so it's okay. But since it's a Halloween event, I've got my little Halloween earrings and I need to decide what ears I'm gonna wear. I had cute hair planned and it kind of fell apart and now my hair looks crazy. So I just ran in my like cosplay closet and just grabbed a bunch of random stuff. And so I ended up with 3 sets of ears. I think my friend is at my booth. Oops. So I just grabbed whatever I could grab in the 3 seconds I needed to get out the house. So I got the cow ears, the bunny ears, and the devil horns. And I know that you guys can't decide for me, but I also need you to tell me which ones I should wear. Wow. Does that make my hair look like less insane? What do y'all think? I didn't want to put any effort into a crazy costume knowing I'd be cold in the morning and hot in the afternoon. So I feel like ears are enough to be festive. Mike's got his ears on. Mike, you want to do a fit check? They can see it. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Bree, the artist behind Stitching Witch, an embroidery and crochet brand, and today we are vending the Nulu Halloween Parade. I'm super excited about this event. Every time we're in Nulu, it's always a really good time. They bring a great crowd, lots of energy, lots of fun stuff to do. And this time around is going to be a little bit different than previous events because we are actually facing away from the main road and directly behind us, the parade's going to be running through later today. So I'm super excited about that. I feel like it's set up really well to where we can be like selling stuff this way and then enjoying the parade behind us this way. Oh, Michael fit check, Michael fit check. Wow, wow. I have nothing cool on, just these ears, but I'll show you anyway. So I've got my ears because I'm trying to participate in the festivities. I've got fleece tights on because it's like 45 degrees outside right now, but it's gonna get warm later. So that way I can take some layers off and not die. But what was I saying? Oh, it's a little weird knowing that the parade and the crowd's gonna be directly behind us because I don't like people seeing the back side of my booth where all the bins and the clutter is. It's kind of like, nobody's supposed to see what goes on back here, you know? It's kind of, it gets a little messy, but I think it makes the most sense. They're supposed to come behind our canopy and rope it off to prevent people from coming, crowding into it, which I think is really nice. This is the same people that ran the Goatman Festival, which was actually my last vlog. So if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out. But other than that, I'm all set up and ready to go. We're scarfing down some breakfast real quick. The Goatman Festival team that puts that event together does an excellent job. This was no different. It was super smooth sailing getting in here and everything has been wonderful so far. So I'm really eager to see how it goes. It is gonna be a long day. We're going from 11 to 8 today, which is pretty brutal, but most Nulu street events are pretty long like that. The parade doesn't run till about 5, so I'm anticipating it being kind of dead for a little while. It's a little dreary outside. It has been drizzling on and off this morning. So I'm not really sure when the crowd's gonna pick up, but I really don't think it's gonna be right away. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a lull, a little bit of downtime, but that's good because I really desperately need to film reels. Last vlog, I let you guys go and I was like, I'm gonna go film. And then the booth immediately got slammed. I filmed 0 reels. I filmed no reels at the Kentucky Punk Rock Flea because I was soloing and had my hands full doing that. I'm so behind on content. You guys, I'm so behind on content. If I don't hurry up and eat and get that done, you're never gonna see another post from me again. It's just, my Instagram's gonna die. So that's where I'm at. Fingers crossed I can use the next hour or 2 while it's slower to get some of my admin stuff done, get my content made, all that good stuff, some booth photos, and then later on when the crowd starts to roll in, we'll be ready to go.
The back of the booth is like the back of my head. Whatever going on back there ain't got nothing to do with me.
You know what? So true.
Whatever going on, well, how I'm gonna see it. I'm trusting y'all to tell me, look, if a ball spot coming in, you better let me know. But otherwise, I'm gonna just assume they got hair back there.
Also, another really cool thing about this event compared to the other Nulu events I've done is that the event coordinators in charge of this event got us all vouchers for free coffee across the street at this spot called Biscuit Belly, which has some of the best food ever. So that was so amazing. Considering these booth fees weren't super expensive, I love that we got free coffee. I love the incentives. I love when event coordinators take really good care of us. And like I showed you guys in the vlog previously, the Louisville Halloween team takes amazing care of their vendors. All of their events are fabulous. This parade actually got canceled last year. I don't remember if it was a weather conflict. I'm not really sure what the details were. I was new to town, but this didn't get to happen last year, so I'm hopeful that the crowd will pull up in full swing to make up for anybody who missed it last year. I actually checked the Facebook event for this, and surprisingly, there are 15,000 people marked interested in coming. Nulu events pull a lot of people, but that's a ton of people, so I am hopeful that we at least get half of that. But I think that's all I have for you guys now. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my breakfast and give you guys a booth tour, and then I'll check back in after we've done all of that. Since we're gonna be snacking and munching all day long with all the food trucks, the dessert, the breakfast, be sure to grab yourself something to work on, a snack, a good drink. That way we can all hang out and snack together. Hold up guys, they got a tow truck coming through. They're towing folks. The booth today is very similar to the Goatman booth, a little bit less extravagant because I don't have nearly the stock that I did for Goatman. I brought whatever I had left, which is all of the big guys, and then I anticipated this being a very family-friendly, child-heavy event because of the parade and all of the like small things that are happening around the festival grounds. So I focused on making as many little guys as possible. I find that in a family-friendly environment, the $10, $15 plushies do much better than the big ticket items. So I did move all the big ticket items to the top to draw people in. And then I spent the week just prepping as many little guys as possible. I'm honestly pretty happy with the results. I kind of busted my butt, but I think it paid off. It's really hit or miss out here in Nulu whether or not the crochet sells, honestly, but it does pull people in, and then a lot of times they end up buying embroidery. I'm not really sure what the correlation is with that, but it's just something I've noticed over the last 2 years that I've lived here and I've been doing markets out here. However, whatever I have left after this will be easy stock to bring to my local shops that I like to keep stock at, as well as starting to prepare for Christmas, because all of the little guys will make excellent stocking stuffers, and I think that they continue to do really well over the holidays. I know it feels kind of insane to be talking about Christmas so soon, and I try not to, because being in the business, it makes you feel like you have to celebrate a holiday like a month and a half before in order to be prepared for the holiday. Like I start my Halloween prep in late August to early September, which I don't mind because I love Halloween. I want it to go on for as long as possible, but starting Christmas prep right after this feels a little bit insane. But I will have 2, possibly 3 events in November that are all going to be catered around Christmas, so it's important that I jump in on that pretty soon. But I will pull you guys inside and show you close-ups of all the little guys I made. So as you can see here, everything on the bottom is $15 or less, with the exception of these little ducks here. But I've got some dragons and dinosaurs. I made some spooky plushies a little bit. We did some Mothmen, some ghosts, and some little ducks with the pumpkin hats. Did a bunch of tiny cats and tiny frogs. Just something a little different, things that kids can grab and go. And then something that I brought back that I haven't done in a long time are my stress blobs. I'll bring you guys down here so you can see. These were a huge hit last year. I stopped making them for whatever reason, but it's time I brought them back. They are a huge hit. They normally sell super well. It's another really easy way to make sales to families because kids love them. And then on this side of the booth, I have the remainder of the jackets. I do have all of my Halloween stock out towards the front in hopes that I can move that stock through the rest of the day because I don't have any other Halloween events after today. I didn't do any restocking on any of the Halloween designs for that reason either. I figured I would just come in with what I had. Whatever I have left after this, I will just have to stash away for next year. And then all of my general designs are wrapping around the insides. And then I did top off the discount bin. It is largely jackets this time around, but the discount bin has been a huge hit lately. So I have been trying to keep it going, even though I never really know exactly where to put it in my booth, but this is where it's gonna live for today. We'll try it out and see how it goes. Normally I have a spot closer to the hat rack for it, but because we will have people behind the booth all day long, I moved most of my display up as far as I could in hopes that we weren't spilling out into the crowd with all of my bins and my overstock and all of that stuff. So for now, it's gonna live right here. Checking in. It is 1 o'clock. The event started at 11, but we got to our booth around 11:30 or so because we were getting coffee and food. It's pretty dead out here. We have just been batching a bunch of reels, which have all come out really good. They're really funny. It's so bright behind you guys. I'm like trying to talk and I feel like I'm squinting, but the reels came out hilarious. So you should absolutely follow me at astitchingwitch if you want to see some of the reels and content that I make and the behind the scenes that goes into all of these markets. I'm telling you, this is one of our best batches yet. They're really good. And we will just be hanging out until the parade comes through in a few hours. I feel like it can be so disorienting to attend markets that are more of like a waiting game type of structure as opposed to a market that's like, you know, like markets that are centered around coming to shop. I feel like you get a pretty steady traffic flow all day long because people are coming to shop. But when you're doing more event-centered markets, it's a lot more common that people come for the main event, which of course in this case is the parade. And so there are people trickling in and out. There's bands playing down there. There's a lot of stuff going on. But because it's an all-day event, but the main event is like late afternoon, it like tricks your brain because I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my gosh, what if this market's gonna be slow the whole time? And I know that's not gonna be the case. I know that when the parade rolls through, it's gonna be probably insane out here. And it's a gamble of like, when all of the foot traffic flows in all at once, are they still gonna wanna shop? Are they gonna wanna just go to the parade and leave? Is there gonna be too much going on for people to comfortably get in and out of the booths? You really never know until the crowd starts trickling in and you start to see like what the overall energy is. But it can really like, when I was new to markets a few years back, I would get so discouraged and in my head if I was at an event and I was like, oh my God, there were supposed to be so many people here. There's no one here. But it truly is just solely dependent on the schedule of the event. Because it's only 1:40 and the parade starts at 5. I mean, if I were attending this, what would be my incentive to be out here at noon? There really isn't any. I mean, I'm looking around, there's a decent crowd by the stage and the foot traffic is increasing steadily by the hour. But it's just one of those where it's like, I feel like we're gonna be hanging out together all day really casually, me and you. And then out of nowhere, I'm gonna pop in and it's gonna be a madhouse around me. So it's anyone's guess when that will happen, but that's what I'm anticipating. That's what I think is gonna happen. Hey guys, welcome in. So for the first time in like the 10 events that we've worked together, one of my friends is finally my booth neighbor. I'm next to Melty Max. I'm so excited. It's so long overdue. I swear every time we vend together, we're like across the entire festival from each other without fail. Like, y'all, look how cute. Are you kidding me? Don't mind that noise, guys. I stubbed my toe. As clumsy as humanly possible.
I like to make my booth an obstacle course.
Me too, actually. The legend. Wait, let's get you in the sun so we can actually see. Yes. Fire. And do you want to do just the bucket hats or the stress bobs as well?
No. Just the bucket hats.
Okay.
Put those back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, those are really cute though. Those are cute.
All right, and the tap's ready up front for you whenever you are.
Yeah, put the hat back.
All right, y'all are good to go. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Michael just went thrifting, so we have a haul. I don't know if it's a haul or if it's just one thing.
I just got one thing.
I didn't
It's
ask.
my dad's birthday is on the 30th, and he's a crew neck guy.
If
so
you're
I-
Michael's dad, stop watching right now. This is your present. No spoilers. I feel like this is a really good time to point out that I'm about 100 followers away from hitting my goal of 1,000 followers, which is my goal for my first year on YouTube. So that's so unbelievable and so exciting. I'm so thankful for you guys. So, I mean, if we hit 1,000 soon, which fingers crossed, I might have to bump up my end of the year follower goal, which is such a dream come true. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, pretty please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you. I upload after every market. So I was a little behind in getting these uploaded, but these brown crew necks down here are my limited edition Halloween design of the year, which means I likely won't bring them back for next holiday season. I like to do one a year that's just like a limited time run, and so all of these are up on my website now. They're made and ready to ship, so if you're interested in grabbing one of those before they're retired, I highly recommend. I have a small handful left, a couple sizes of each, so I'll have them up until they're all gone. It's so crazy that after this market, I get a real break. I feel like I haven't had a weekend off in like 6 weeks, not an exaggeration. I've had relatives, family, friends coming to visit on and off in the last 2 months, which has just been wonderful. It's been so great. But every weekend that I haven't been hosting someone, I've been at a market, and it's been worth it. And it's been a lot of fun. And like I've said in previous vlogs, I love Halloween season. It's my favorite time to vend. It's when I feel most motivated to create. But ooh, I am wiped. And I'm really excited to be tying up this holiday season with a nice pretty bow after this market. After this, I have 2 or 3 weekends off, depending on how things end up. My next vlog is either going to be the Nulu Jingle Fest on the 15th of November, depending on if I apply or not. I haven't applied yet, but I'm really leaning towards doing it, even though it's going to set me up for another busy spell of events. Hey, welcome in. But following Jingle Fest, if I do sign up for that, I'm going to be doing a back-to-back on the same weekend. I have 2 of my favorite markets from the last Christmas season are on the same weekend this year, one on Saturday and one on Sunday, and I did sign up for both. I've never done 2 markets in one weekend before. I've done several day events over the course of a weekend, but I've never tried to double up. I am a little intimidated about it, but I just couldn't imagine missing either of the markets. So you can look forward to both of those vlogs. Hopefully Jingle Fest before that, if I apply. I am like 90% sure I will, but the idea of doing Jingle Fest on one weekend and then immediately following 2 markets back to back on the next weekend is, I think future Bree will be really mad at me for doing it, but present Bree really likes to schedule things crazy, so odds are very high that I will be doing all 3. But I'm traveling a lot in December for my friend's wedding, holidays, whatever, and so I think it would be really beneficial to me to get in as many holiday markets in late November as I can, so that when I'm missing those couple peak markets during Christmas time, I won't be hurting so bad knowing that I'm not there. I am thinking about coming up with a studio vlog or something similar before those markets. I will have an Everything I Crocheted for Christmas vlog coming up before those markets, so you can look forward to that. If you haven't checked out my other Everything I Crocheted vlogs, I have a playlist on my channel where I list all of the things I make for themed markets, as well as all of the patterns for them if you are a crochet artist and you like to make them yourself, or if you're just curious in seeing a close-up of a lot of the plushies I make that you see in the background of some of my vlogs. Oh.
What does this say?
Would you like me to bag them up? Okay. I can take this for y'all. Got 1. Oh no.
Come along the plane.
2, 3. And the tab will be right up front for you.
Excuse me, Laura.
All right, you're good to go. Thank y'all so much. Enjoy your day. New Unreal booth experience that I just had. A little girl, so a family was all buying beanies, and all the kids were in line to hand me the beanies so I could put them in the bag. And right before she put it in my hand, this really, really cute little girl took her beanie, wiped her runny nose, and then put it straight in my hand. And I was like, trying not to react. I bagged everything up, and I'm like, washing my hands real frantically as soon as they leave. I'm like, oh my goodness. I swear, I mean, I've been doing this for years, and every time I vend, there's a brand new experience that I would not have seen coming. Checking in, it is 4:30, which means we are 30 minutes out from the parade starting. You can see people starting to set up behind me to get ready for the parade route to pass. It has picked up a little bit, nothing like crazy, but definitely more foot traffic in and out of the booth than there was an hour ago. So I'm hoping to continue to see that upward trend as the parade comes through. I think the parade goes for like a full hour, so that should bring in a good little crowd, I hope. Fingers crossed. It's getting really cold, low-key. I took my fleece tights off, and when Michael gets back, I'm probably gonna run and put them back on because that was a mistake, so. So the parade has officially started. The crowd has increased quite a bit around the parade route, which is directly behind our booth. It's pretty slow here in the front of the booth with people trickling in and out, especially with it getting cold. I'm selling a lot of beanies, a lot of jackets, but I just wanted to check in real quick and show you guys the crowd for a little while. This is the view from right behind my booth. They never actually ended up coming through and roping off the back of the booth. Oh. but I could see why they were planning to. This is a little overstimulating, but I definitely think the preference is having them behind the booth versus in front of the booth. And it is really cool to have a relative front row seat to the parade and all the stuff going on. So we're probably going to take it easy for the next hour while the parade goes, go and grab a beer, get some food, and then we will lock in for as this crowd starts to disperse and the sun begins to set. Dude, shout out to Michael. He was at the house checking on the pups, and I asked him to bring me a jacket, and he brought me this one that matches my outfit perfectly. We love to see it. Oh. This parade's kind of crazy. They got a lot going on. I've been to a couple of parades out here, and they've been pretty good. This is better than the last one I was at for sure. I'm originally from Louisiana, so I've been to a ton of parades in my lifetime, and it's really cool that Louisville has a parade every now and then. It makes me feel closer to home, so it's a lot of fun. It's so weird in a good way to be vending an event with like all of the action directly behind me like this. It's so, I don't know, it's fun. I kind of like it. I feel a little crowded. I feel like a little claustrophobic, but all in all, I like having a front row seat. It's fun. Wow, look at this compared to my head. I don't want to drop it, but wow, this is what life is about right here. So the parade just ended. It is 6 o'clock. We have been instructed not to leave until 8. So I'll be interested to see if we get any sort of crowd surge or like late night activity right now, or if it's gonna completely die for the next 2 hours. I feel like it could really go either way. All of the local bars and distilleries on the street are doing parties of some form or fashion. So, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect, but we're here, we're hanging out, and we will see how it goes. I've got my lights on for the evening, and we're just going to settle in and see where the wind takes us.
She said that's crap.
When you let you buy all the sweaters.
Sweaters size up for you. Do you prefer cash card or Apple Pay?
Card.
Yes. That's so funny. Yeah, it'll be right up front for you.
This mic check is brought to you by Against My Will, because it is being made against my will. How I flip this John. Hold up. This John flipping time. Guilty. Oh. Yeah, this job is real hard. It's real hard. You know, they don't realize that, you know, I'm essentially working 80 hours a week because this is a full-time job, but I also have my own full-time job. So I'm essentially working 80 hours a week. So my collar's blue, but my neck is red. Gotta do what I can to make sure my family's fed. That's me. That is essentially me. Like in a nutshell.
Okay, guys. So I have been thinking on what I touched on earlier on how I'm gonna have this little bit of a gap period between market vlogs, where I need to film something a little fresh and interesting and different for you guys. So I'm considering, what if we do like a combo? We can do like a studio vlog type thing / Q&A. Like, I don't know. I feel like my art journey, like everything I did to build up to this, like, you know, 6-year career, I was very vocal about it on my Twitter when I first started, and there was like really big community over there, and I feel like my story, my journey was really well known. And then I moved to Instagram, and I feel like I lost a lot of that. And now that I'm on so many platforms and I have so many new followers, I feel like it's been a really long time since I talked about like how I got here, what it's like to be an artist, like the steps I had to take to become successful in the industry. So maybe it would be really fun to do some type of like a Q&A talking about the details, the ins and outs, like how astitchingwitch came to be. Like, would that be cool? Would you guys like that? Or is it too soon? Do I not have enough subscribers on YouTube to merit like an art journey video, you know? Shameless plug for the second time in this video. We are like 100 away from 1,000 subs, so you really should sub. You know you want to hang out with me more. But yeah, if that sounds like a cool idea, I could do a Q&A on my Instagram stories coming up and collect a bunch of questions that I can answer on the video. So if y'all are into that, like, let me know. I mean, y'all are in charge. I do what y'all want me to do. So just tell me what you want to see. And if you would be interested in dropping some questions, you could either leave the questions in these comments, or you can head over and follow my Instagram, astitchingwitch, and I will post a Q&A on there. I can pull from a little bit everywhere. I'm flexible, so you guys just let me know what you want and I'll do it. It is pretty slow out here, so we're gonna start slowly but surely collapsing down the booth, getting everything ready to pack up to the car so that when we hit that cutoff point, we are loaded up and ready to go. It was all in all a pretty good event. We did end up getting that pop at the second half of the day that I was hoping for. I would come back to this event again next year if it didn't overlap with one of my more high ticket events that I did throughout the course of October. October is one of the busiest and most high demand months for me, so sometimes I do have to weigh events against each other if they end up overlapping in years to come. But I did hit my sales goal for the day, so we'll just have to see where all of the events fall next October to determine if I'll be back at this one again. This event does typically rotate locations, so I'm not even sure if it would be that close to me next year. We'll see. I got to see a lot of returning customers, which was really cool. It's always a pleasure to see people come back around. So if you came back to my booth today to say hello again, thank you so much. It was so good to see you. And I hope to see you guys when I launch into my Christmas circuit coming up really, really soon. Until then, be sure to follow my other socials and like and subscribe so that you can hang out with me and find out what I'm up to next. Bye.